Yo, what is going on, everybody? Sorry I've been gone for so long. Been kind of slacking and been having a lot of things going on outside of the game in the real life. But I'm back at it. Got another video for you guys. Today we're going to be doing, well, actually before I continue, I just want to give a big shout out to Mr. Jeff Bezos over here. He commented on my last video and he asked me to make another video and to upload more. So that's just what I'm doing. So big shout out to you. Anyways, today I'm gonna be showcasing a game that I had against Raytix. He's a really good player, pretty good grinder, I'm assuming. But he was playing passive this time around, and so I decided to well, I just took a wild guess and went for a passive strategy. Obviously, one of my best and favorite strategies, and you'll see in the end why I love this strategy and why I choose it. But Wizard Glue Ninja, it is by far one of the best strategies in the game, in my opinion. And if you haven't used it before, give it a try. It's really fun. Makes for some very good defense, and it allows you to be able to play very comfortably against your opponents without really having to panic so much. And I think if you give it a try, you'll think it's a really good strategy. But anyways, we were going up against somebody to start off with Mortar, and he starts off with the Mortar and trying to do some farms, and I'm trying to get in as many leaks as I can here early, which I get a good chunk. He's down to past 70, below 70, 64, and we did a really good job early game of getting his life count down, which really helped a lot in the late game because he also had a good double stall with the ninja, which we also had ninjas, of course. But I believe our glue stall was so much better than his mortar stall, because he has to migrate constantly, and with glue stall, I mean, it's an infinite stall. As long as you have everything glued down, it's not really going to pick up speed until it unglues, which, I mean, you just get more glues down and you're fine. So it's a lot better than ninja, mortar, and farm. So this went pretty late. It was a really good game. Shout out to Raytix for not playing a grinder strategy, because here lately I've been if you don't know, you should join my Discord. I have started a new clan. Unfortunately, I lost the leadership on my old clan, so I decided to make a new clan since I wasn't able to get it back. But it was just by an accident. I left the clan to do a help with a grind that didn't happen, and the person that I had left in charge broke their phone, so they weren't able to get me back the leader position. But it's all good. Newbie still lives on, and as Newbies 3.0, and we're doing good so far. I mean, I'm the main grinder right now, and I'm trying to get the people that have joined a C4 at least. But it's looking good. So if you're interested, join the clan, join the Discord server. I'll have it down in the description below. Alright, so right now we're round 10. I've got 560 plus eco, and we've got one wizard, one ninja, which at this point I decided to stop ecoing and start getting some defense up, but he was still struggling a little bit to our eco. Rush and but he was doing fine. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of practice on the talking thing, but no, yeah, he was doing fine. We get up some more defense for round 13. Two lightning wizards and one 3/2 ninja. I think it would have been plenty to defend a rush. Probably not an all-out rush, which I'm very glad that he didn't all-out me, and he decided to go late game instead. So like I said, big shout out to Raytix for not running a grinder strategy like everybody else does nowadays. Unfortunately, that's kind of sucks that people have opted to go with grinder strategies, but it is what it is. Alright, so right now we're space decoing. We're trying to build up our eco as much as we can, at the same time save some money. Our 2 lightnings are still defending easily. He's not really rushing us, he's playing it very passively, but he's kind of slacking because it's round 16 and he still doesn't have a BIA, which is pretty bad when you're farming. You usually want to have your farm up by round 14 or 15, which it's really important. But I mean, the way I'm ecoing and the way I was rushing, it would have been very difficult for him to get, really. Also, I've gotten a lot better at layering my rushes, so if he would have gone for something that like an early BIA, I would have just countered with a well layered rush. So good on him. I mean, he got his BIA round 16, I think, late round 16, so he should be able to get some factories by around round 24 or 5. And yeah, right now we pick up the pace again on our eco just for a little bit, and I believe we had to slow it down, obviously, because we had to get ready for BFBs, which, if I'm not mistaken, he does send me one, so we had to be prepared for that. Right here, I'm gonna opt in to obviously put down my glue, and if I'm not mistaken, I do go for the 3-2 glue just to be able to defend, because obviously BFBs are tough, man. If you don't have enough pierce power early game, it's not gonna go very well. Okay, so no, my mistake. I went for the 2-3 glue, which obviously is really good as well. It has a much better slowdown, and it gives us more time to be able to continue to upgrade our towers and possibly get in some eco while they're trying to rush us. So that was really good. Right now I'm trying to get a second Bloonjitsu up, and I get it. And really, that should be more than enough defense to defend. The only thing is, once the Moabs pop, you can struggle with all of the ceramic balloons. But I got up a couple of distraction ninjas, and that helped out a lot to send everything back and clean up a little. So we were able to sell that, rush, counter rush with a BFB of our own, and he still only has a BIA up, 1 Bloonjitsu, 2 Bloonjitsus, and his mortar. So he was going to struggle as well. He was definitely going to have to boost, and I was going to continue to eco with zebras, because zebras are really good to partner with a BFB rush. And here I'm for sure he had to collect, and he obviously had to go for more defense, more Bloonjitsus, and that was enough for him to be able to defend. He had to slow down twice, buy and resell, which hindered him a lot from being able to properly defend. But he got it done. He had to that costed him a lot. That was 2 slowdowns, 2 sabos, an extra Bloonjitsu, and he ended up going with a big one at the end. Sold everything, kept the big one and his other mortar, and he's trying to go for his factory now. And we're at a good spot in our eco. We're at 1400, round 23, and we have plenty of defense as well. Why this is a good combo, you have the glue that slows everything down, and you really don't even need that much defense to defend. Even up to round 25, you might need at least another Bloonjitsu, but you really don't need that much defense. The glue will slow everything down. The wizard, as long as you have Dragon's Breath, will go a long way against defending leads. And that's what a lot of people will try to do whenever you have ninja. They'll try to rush you with leads, just because they will stack up and glue will defend, but they will also mix them in with camos at times, and that can cause a bit of a alert on your end. So yeah, the wizard goes a long way to help with that kind of cleanup. Glue obviously slows down things, and Bloonjitsu cleans up everything. But for late game, you really don't want to rely on Bloonjitsu with this strategy for your popping power, just because it does have a good pierce against Moabs, but you only want to have a few and keep them on strong against the ZOMGs. The real pierce will come from your wizards, because you can obviously get the Phoenix ability up, and that will, I mean, it gives you double the popping power. You got your wizard popping on the ground, and your Phoenix is firing from up above, which I think wizard, it's a slept on tower, man. It's good, and a lot of beginners use it when they're first starting out, but then they end up leaving it. They go to Ninja, they go to what else? Dartling Gunner, Boomer, and I mean, those are really great towers too, but Wizard just has it all, man. It's got camo defense, great pierce, and I mean, you can partner it with just about any other tower and get some really good games out of it. Alright, so round 28, we're still doing really well. As you can see, we have very minimal defense, 3 Bloonjitsus. I don't even have a Sabo down yet. I just got the bomb and 1 Dragon's Breath, and we're not really struggling. I mean, we're cleaning up perfectly fine, and everything's going very, very well. Here I am obviously gonna it's round 29, and I'm starting to get ready just in case he wants to rush us. We have really good eco, 3200, and he's got 4 factories, so you know, I was pretty well aware that he was going to be rushing soon, and I knew I had to get ready for it. So we kept it going, but we do have our Sabo now, just in case he wants to rush us with anything. We'll have time to slow it down with our double stall. And here I'm starting to get more defense down, more Dragon's Breath, that way I can get them ready to be upgraded into the Phoenix ability. And you always want to be careful, of course, with round 32. Round 32, I mean, it may not seem like it, but it can get pretty hectic. And you got to be really careful, because I see a lot of people die to AI, not only in the games that I play, but in the games I watch with like Zigzag Power or Asian Sensation. They constantly have opponents that die on round 32, so you got to be careful, man. It is a deadly round, and you can even see on his end, they're getting pretty far, and he has his big one for cleanup. But if he didn't have it, I mean, he would be struggling a lot. But anyways, here I decide to stop ecoing. We really don't need much more eco. I think I get like 4200, and that's it. And really, that's more than enough eco to be able to defend anything that he throws at us. So once I hit 4200, I go ahead and stop ecoing. I start getting ready for his upcoming rush. Obviously, he's got factory, so he's going to be rushing round 35 when everything's ramped up and has a lot more life on the ZOMGs. And here I'm just starting to get the rest of my Sabos down. I obviously go for 4, so that way we can time them. They each last 15 seconds. And I put one in the back just to kind of help out with stalling, if in case, like, obviously Moabs pop down at the end. I mean, it'll at least stall the ceramics, and it'll give the Phoenixes time to come around and clean up. So always keep that in mind whenever you're putting down your Sabos. Put them throughout the map, a little bit more dispersed, and that'll go a long way, especially in defending. Maybe keep some in the back, or you know, just have them spread out throughout the map. Alright, so here I'm going for my second glue, and really that's all you need. You got the one glue at the top, and it gets them pretty early. They get in like maybe 1 second, and then it immediately glues them and slows it down. We have our 4 sabos, and we have our glue down at the bottom to slow things down. And so here he bloom boosts his rush. He's starting to rush me, and he's sending fast cooldown. And so we go ahead and slow everything down immediately as soon as he hit that bloom boost with our sabo. And usually a good trick for you guys, keep counting like in your head, just 15 seconds every 15 seconds, and hit your sabo every 15 seconds, so that way you always constantly have everything stalled. And if you mess it up, you forget to do your count, then just get down at least an extra sabo, and that'll help you out to be able to keep everything slowed down permanently. Alright, so once you rushed, we immediately counter rushed, but I completely forgot that I had bloom boost and I didn't send it. But he, what I did notice, didn't slow down until his the ZOMGs on his end were pretty much as far as the ones that were on my end. We both tower boost at the same time, and we're not making much progress on popping the ZOMG layers, but we will in just a second as we get up more defense, and we don't struggle as much as he does. As you can see, I had already popped mine about 5-6 seconds ago, and he barely popped his first ZOMG. And yeah, I mean, we're cleaning up pretty well and keeping everything slowed down. Here I believe I did mess up my sabos, so I believe I end up getting an extra one, and I'm also still trying to get down as much defense. We still have plenty of eco, and everything is still slowed down. We tower boost again. That's our last tower boost, and it looks like he's struggling as well. He tower boosted, and he has double mortar stall and up, and his big one, and it looks like he's just not able to stall well fast enough, and things start getting through. He leaked down, and his mobs are at the very end, and he dies. So that was one of the best games I've had in a long time, against a really good player. It was a really good game, and well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys for your patience. I'll try to put out more videos more often for you guys. So peace out.